Aw, your mom got it for you and you were excited. That sucks. That's the worst, when you get a game for like Christmas or something and you're so excited to play it, and then it's just absolute garbage. Like, as a kid, I would get bad games all the time because it was harder to tell. We didn't have the internet to just be like, you know, this game's good, this game's bad, and just buy the good ones. Like, we had no idea, so we just bought whatever was in front of us, you know? But as a kid, I could have fun with almost any game. Like, most games I played, I liked, and then later realized they were bad. But then there's, every once in a while, you get that special type of game where even as a kid, you're like, no, this is garbage. Like Animorphs. Even as a kid, I was like, this game is not good. This game is just garbage. And then you feel real bad because your parents spent money on you on Christmas, and you don't want to be like, you know, they always ask you, they're like, how's that game I got you for Christmas? You enjoying it? You don't want to be like, yeah, it's garbage. So you're like, oh, it's great, Mom. Thanks so much for that gift. Yeah, like Enter the Dragonfly. Even as a kid, I was incredibly mad at how bad Enter the Dragonfly was. Even as a kid, I knew it was just total garbage. And it could have been a game where Spyro was just there with gems all over and I just had to pick them up and I probably would have enjoyed it. But like, Enter the Dragonfly was just so bad. Like, just the fact that Spyro was in it should have been enough for me to enjoy it. Okay, so, Platinum? Platinum? No? I gotta beat him? I would think he'd get entered in, like, now. Oh, I one-cycled him with slow-mo. I'm a boss. Alright. Please, Bestiary? There it is! For some reason I had to beat him. I guess none of them are actually entered in until you beat them. So there you go. Okami Platinum, boys. We did it. Unfortunately, I probably can't even check. Probably can't even check because it's going to like play. Oh, it actually did pause for me. Thanks. Yeah, we don't need to watch the credits again. We don't need to watch them credits again. We did it, boys. Platinum number 73. Oh yeah, baby. We did it. Thanks, guys. And thanks, Fox. I agree. It was a really fun game to play through together. It was awesome. I'm a little glad it's over because these long platinums, you just feel relieved afterwards. Like, yes, I don't have to play this game anymore. And then later you can come back to it casually and not have to worry about collecting anything. You just like play it and enjoy it. But yeah, I'm a little glad being done with this one, to be honest. A little glad. I mean, I'm also a little sad. Like, I'm a little frightened because the next one is Ni no Kuni, and although I love that game to death, the Platinum's going to be something else. But, yeah, let's check out these trophies, and then I'll add it to the list, and then we'll give it a rating. And, it'll be good. Yeah, amazing journey. Both the plot of the game was a journey for me, I think, because as a kid, I only got to, like, not even the first boss, and to see this game really grow and become, like, something else, like, the adventure from start to finish is just incredible. This game does... This game does all of, like... It does a great job of making you feel like the game is small and then slowly increasing the universe into the point where you're working with aliens. Like, for real. Like, it starts off so small. It's like, oh, you just have to fix this tree and, like, save this town. And then all of a sudden it's like, oh, well, now there's this big evil creature that's going to, like, take over the world. So you need to defeat that. Oh, now there's another area. Now there's another area. Now you're in the Arctic. Now you're on the moon. Like, it just keeps getting bigger and, like, crazier. Oh yeah, I gotta check out the transformation items. Definitely gotta do that. Alright, so let's go through the trophies real quick. So this platinum was a thing. I think most of the trophies were good. One thing this platinum didn't do, as far as I understand, is add any extra challenge. There's this one that's kind of an extra challenge, but it's not like hard. You just go to the shore. And it seems like the rest of the stuff is all just collection stuff and stuff that you would normally do for 100%. The completing the bestiary and stuff like that, that's extra because you don't really get like a percentage point for that. I really like this trophy. I think this is a really good trophy for just like completion of the game. And they also have like you have to beat the super boss, and the bonus dungeon things. So there are some challenges, but most of it's stuff that you would think of anyways. I really like when games come up with like a unique challenge. Like there should have been a speed run challenge. Like there should have. You know what would have been a really great trophy for this game? Would have been beat the game in New Game Plus in under 9 hours or something. Like give it a time, because now that you can skip cutscenes and stuff in New Game Plus, in Plus there's no New Game Plus trophies. Once you beat the, we're done and we haven't even touched New Game Plus. So it would have been nice to see like a beat New Game Plus in under this many hours. That way you get us like an extra challenge. Now we get to beat the game again with all the items that we have already, but we got to do it fast. So like that would have been an awesome trophy. Now I don't have any reason to do New Game Plus other than just to like roast the bosses and be like, well, but there's no reason for me to beat New Game Plus now. And if it was just a trophy for beating New Game Plus, then it would have been like, oh, I got to do it all again. But like if you put a time limit on it, now it's like, oh, now we got to do it fast. We got to use our new items. Like that would have been a lot of fun. So that would have been a cool trophy. I wish they would have done something like that. But in general, this one wasn't that bad, and not too much grindy stuff. Most of the stuff that I had to grind was for stuff that I wanted anyways. Hey, Uncle Biggs just donated $10 with the star animation. Just felt like donating. Thank you so much, Uncle Biggs. I appreciate that a lot, man. Thank you so much. Little foam finger in the chat for Uncle Biggs. Thank you so much. That is awesome. Part of that money will go towards this bunch charity. Part of it will go towards you winning Crypt of the Necrodancer and whatever game we give away on Friday, which is probably going to be Final Fantasy VII, actually. And the rest of it will go towards making the stream a bigger and better place. Thank you so much. So yeah, most of the stuff that I had to grind. What is this? Why does this not have no picture? What is that? Why does that have no picture? That's like an important one too. That's a gold. Can I get no picture for it? Maybe PS3 disturbed. There it goes. Yeah, PS3 disturbed. Alright, so, but yeah. Could have been a little better, but not, there was nothing that was like, I think other than the fish one, the fish trophy, there was no trophy where I was like, oh, there's no reason for me to be doing this. You know what I mean? Like, all of it was like for example, learn all God techniques to fill up your technique scroll. Like, I wanted to get those. They were God techniques, so like, I wanted to do that. Defeat all monsters on the wanted list. Yeah, it's a little grindy, but it's like a submission. It's like a side quest, so I wanted to do all the side quests. So only like the fish one was like, okay, I don't need to catch every fish for any reason other than this trophy. But it wasn't that bad. Nothing that I felt like totally grinded down by. So I'm going to let this cutscene play out. And while it's playing out, while that's playing out, we're going to go to ye old desktop and look at our trophy quest. Alrighty, so we got the Okami Platinum. Thanks again to High Crixie for donating for this Platinum, for us to get it. Difficulty of the Platinum. It's pretty easy. I mean, there's nothing really challenging at all. There's no trophies that are hard. All of them can just be grinded out eventually. But it's not a short platinum. Took us like 47, 48, almost 50 hours to get. So yeah, I'm thinking like a 3, maybe even a 2. So I'll give it a 2.5 just to be just about it. Fun. It was pretty fun. I can't give it a super high rating because, like I said, the trophies are pretty minimal. It's just get the stuff that you're going to get anyways. So I wouldn't give it anything too high. So maybe like a 6 or a 7. Looking at some of my other trophies here. Yeah, like I gave Final Fantasy VII a 6. I feel like that's about the realm that this one's in. Not to say that the game isn't fun, because the game is incredibly fun. It's a must-play for anybody watching this. Please play Okami. It's a fantastic game. But the trophies, I'm going to give it like a 6. Did it glitch? No, it did not. I almost thought it did with that bestiary trophy, but it didn't. And then we just need the time. So we will wait for this cutscene to finish and see what our final time was. Plus a little bit of extra time for having to beat the final boss 2 times. So maybe add like, I don't know, an hour maybe to the final time of my file time. Let's see. I didn't skip the text. Queen of Maids is back. Yeah, do not get the Ratchet and Clank trophy. Do not. I repeat, do not get the Ratchet and Clank. Do not get the Ratchet and Clank trophy. It is by far the worst platinum trophy on my list. It glitched. I gave it a 1 fun rating. It's the worst. Just the worst trophy ever. It's just the absolute worst. If I could pick one trophy to tell you guys not to get, it would be that one. Even some of the other ones that I hated, like Final Fantasy X, Dark Souls 2, Ratchet and Clank All for One also had a terrible trophy. Destiny had a terrible trophy. God of War Goes to Sparta. Jak and Daxter. Trine 2. That one was terrible. Terminator Salvation. Call of Duty 5. But I think out of all of them, I think I have to give Ratchet and Clank 2016. The stamp of crap. The stamp of worst platinum trophy of all time. You gave the Final Fantasy X platinum a low rating because it's one of the worst platinum trophies I've ever gotten. None of the trophies are fun to get. Name a trophy on the Final Fantasy X list that's fun to get. None of them are fun. I mean, I'll take that back. Some of them are fun. Like, Penance is fun to fight. The Ultimate, like, all the bosses are fun. But all the other ones are complete, like, just jokes. They're like, complete the sphere grid even though you don't need to. Get a bunch of money even though that doesn't matter. Get, you know, it's just like a bunch of crap. Like, just a bunch of stuff that they were like, well, you have to do this anyway, so here's the trophy for it. Well, there's no extra challenge. There's no speed run trophy. There's no beat this boss with this trophy. There's no uniqueness in it at all. It's just like beat the game, do the stuff. And then there's the fact that it took me 122 hours, and I'm pretty sure about 60 of those hours were me going left X X, left X X, up X X on the sphere grid. So yeah, it's a terrible trophy. They're simple to get. Yeah, well, the fun rating is how much fun it is. That's what that rating is for. It's not a rating of like, you know, yeah. Not if it's not fun and it's simple, it gets a low fun rating. And then that's why I also have a difficulty rating so that we can see how difficult it is. I only gave it a 7.5 in difficulty. But, yeah, fun rating, there's no fun to be had. It's all stuff that you'd regularly... It's all the stuff you would have done. I mean, the thing that frustrates me is when a game company makes an HD remake, that is their chance to be like, oh, we can add some trophies that will increase the fun of the game. You know, we could add a trophy to say beat the whole game without the sphere grid. We could make a trophy like, oh, beat Braska's final Aeon with, you know, only Yuna or something. Oh, you know, beat the game without using items. You know, add some more challenge to it. Make it interesting. Make it fun to play again. But they didn't do that. They were just like, oh, well, this is the same crap you would have done anyway, so here's your trophies. Well, you know? It's like, and the Final Fantasy VII trophy is the absolute worst. The worst at that. There's so much they could have done with the Final Fantasy VII trophy, and instead they're just like, meh, you beat Emerald, you beat Ruby, meh, here's your trophies. They didn't come up with anything unique. Like, why even bother giving it trophies if you're not going to actually think about the trophies and make them cool? I mean, what a waste. What a great opportunity they had to add playability to Final Fantasy VII. And they're like, nah, we won't do that. We won't be cool like that. Square Enix, no fun allowed. Yeah, basically. I'm so sick of companies just repackaging their games and selling them for more money. I mean, really, it's not that hard to make me happy, you know? Literally, all you have to do is give me Final Fantasy VII again, but give me like one more thing to do. Be like, oh, here's Final Fantasy VII, but you have to beat Emerald Weapon without the underwater materia. Even though I've done that hundreds of times, I would have been like, oh, buy it. Because I'm a simple man. I'm a simple man who likes simple pleasures. But no, they couldn't even do that. They're like, nah, just give them trophies for the story stuff, and then, oh, here's $1 million guild trophy. Whoa! And that's it. It's a waste. An absolute waste. And the same thing with 10. The same thing with 10. There's so much they could have done. There's so much they could have done there. They could have come up with some awesome challenges for some awesome trophies. Like, look at a good trophy. Go look at the Shovel Knight list of trophies. Those trophies are amazing. You got a speedrun trophy, you got a beat the game without falling in a pit trophy, you got like all this DLC stuff. You got like every single level has like a special trophy attached to it and like a special challenge that you wouldn't think to do unless you were going for the trophies. So it's like an extra addition to the game, and it's wonderful. That's like a great example of a great trophy list. But nope, Square's just like, meh, we don't want to actually work, we just want to make more money off the same game we made in 1997. So here's a port that's garbage, that runs at like 15 frames per second. We'll add a God mode for lulz, and we'll make the same stuff, pretty much take the Steam achievements and just turn them into trophies. And here you go, give us more money. $12 a pop on PS Store. It's terrible. It's terrible. Why would you do such a thing? Why would you do that, Square? You don't have enough money already? You need to make more money off of Final Fantasy VII? You didn't make enough off of 15 or 14 or 13 or 13.2 or 13.2.3 or 13.8.5? You didn't make enough money off of Kingdom Hearts 1, Kingdom Hearts 1.3, Kingdom Hearts 1.5, Kingdom Hearts 2.5, Kingdom Hearts 2.8, Kingdom Hearts 2.5 plus 2.8, Kingdom Hearts 1.5 plus 2.5. You didn't make enough money there? You gotta make more money off of Final Fantasy VII? Without any work? Without any... I mean, yes, they had to port it. That takes work, but come on. If you took the time to port the game, you couldn't take 2 minutes to just be like, and here's some trophies that are not boring to get. Oh, it's so frustrating. I don't know. I don't know what to say, man. I don't know. I don't know what else to tell you. Like they I don't want to say they're greedy, but come on now. Especially, wasn't the PSN version like $12 or like $15? Like, come on. You're really going to charge that much for the same game that you released on PS1, you released it on PSP, I'm pretty sure there's a digital version for Vita as well, you released it on PS3, you released it on PS4, and you released it on Steam. And you released it on PC back in the day. So how many releases? That's the original, there's the PC release, there's the Steam release, there's the PSP release, And then there's the PSN version, which was PS3 and Vita. And then there was the PS4 version. So if you don't include the Vita, that's 6 versions that they've sold, all at different, like in different markets, and made different money off of, that were all different prices. And they were all pretty much the same game. Steam had a little bit of bug fixes and graphical enhancement. And the PS4 version had God Mode and the ×3. The rest were just actual ports of the original game. That's so bad. Like, I can't believe. I mean, that's atrocious. That's way too much. That is way too much. Way too much money to make off the same game and not even take a moment. Not even take a moment to give it some extra challenge. Give it, you know. I mean, how hard? Well, I don't know. It might have been a little hard to add to the game, like to add a boss, like to have like a special boss at the end of the PS4 version. That might have honestly been really hard because they used really old, they used really old programming techniques for the original Final Fantasy VII, and so it was really hard for them to like add to the game a lot. But they did add some stuff, and they did bug fix some stuff, even though it was old programming. So I think there was a chance that they could have added like Sapphire Weapon or something, had like a cool boss, but I'm not even asking for that. I'm just asking that the trophies that they already put in the game weren't just garbage, that they actually came up with some unique ideas. But, you know, that's asking too much from Square, I guess. It's too much. Do you own any version of Skyrim that you could platinum? No, but I would be willing to do that. So if you wanted to donate towards that as your next platinum on the list, we could figure it out. You know, I'm pretty sure Skyrim would be pretty cheap now, unless I get the remastered, which I probably would just for fun. So, but I could get it myself. You don't have to pay for that if you don't want to. If you just want to pay for the spot, and I'll buy the game. Maybe throw in a little extra. Maybe throw in the $10, but you don't have to buy the whole game because I don't know. I'd rather you not, I guess. I mean, you can if you want. It's up to you. I can figure out how much it would be. You ain't got the money to donate. All right, well then forget it. You don't have the money, so it's all good. I thought you were like, you know, thinking about it. So if anyone else wants to donate for Skyrim, PM me and we'll figure it out. Alright, so let's see what our final time was. Oh, it actually said the final time before, but I missed it. But it was something like 46 hours. So add like 2 hours to that for the 3 final boss sections we had to go through. And then we also had, well, we had the time that I died too and had to redo some stuff. So let's make it around 50, I say. We'll make it 50 hours. So here we go, 50 hours for the Okami Platinum. And that is it for the Okami Platinum. Thanks again to Hi Crixie. That was fun. Loved the game so much. It was fantastic. Fantastic game. Jen's talking about something. But yeah. That was fun. Loved it. Loved the game. Incredible, incredible game. Okay platinum as well. Wasn't bad to get. 50 hours for a great experience. I'll take it. It was fun.